Hi, it's Jay from Bloods of Tunnel Narrowboats. Today I'm going to show you around Adela. She's a 57-foot semi-trad built in 2007 by Floating Homes. She comes with a bow thruster and a Beta Marine 43 engine with 3.5 kilowatt travel power. So I don't know if you know much about boats. Some of you do, some of you don't, but that's like £3 worth of kit just in itself, the travel power. Another £3 for the bow thruster, you know, so she comes with quite a good inventory. Top sides, lovely. She's been, you know, there's no rust, you know, the paint works amazing. She's just been blacked as well, and she's had a recent hull survey like the other day, which came out perfect. The only thing the surveyor picked up on was just she needed new anodes, so we just put some 4 new anodes on her. She's got a current boat safety certificate, but we're going to put a new one on anyway for the sort of peace of mind for you and for us, you know. So let me get on my own boat, take it across. So she's got 2 solar panels on there, 250 watt each, and they're all working nice. 3 new ropes. Actually, I'll go down here and I'll show you. She's got all new decking boards as well. Makes it all look nice and tidy down there. The engine bay is very clean as well. I'll let you have a look in there as well. Got 2 windows on the top there, because I don't know about you, but I love having a lot of light in a boat, especially a narrowboat, and especially in the winter as well. She has got, she has got a crash board on, and there is a crash cover with it. The crash cover's not great, but there's no tears or rips in it, so you can take them off. You can send them off to be revamped, kind of thing, and you know, have them taken care of, you know. So, or you can use them as a template for having another one made. There's a little hole in there where you can put a table. You can put a Desmo leg in and put a table, so you can have a table and chairs in there. That is usually a gas locker, but not on this boat. That's just a storage area. It's all nice and clean and tidy in there, because the gas lockers are at the back on this boat. So we'll take you for a little walk in. Now I do apologise a little bit because I'm getting used to this new camera I've just bought. So yeah, in the lounge is like 10 foot. So you can see there used to be a central heating system in here on Finrads. That's been taken out, and there's no calorifier in here either, but all the existing pipe works in. If you wanted to add that, it's already there, you know, so it wouldn't be too hard. So the heating on this boat is through this Hobbit stove, and hot water is through an instantaneous water heater at the back, which I will show you. So yeah, I mean, you can see like she's a little bit tired inside, but not too bad. I mean, literally everything works, so you could come in here and just, you know, start living on it, and if you wanted to do it up, then you could just do it over time, you know. I mean, to me, I'd be happy just as it is, like, you know. But for the age of the boat, and because it's like, you know, very tidy on the outside, the bow thruster, the travel power, the boat, etc, etc, it's probably worth spending a few quid on this boat, because you make money on it basically, and because of the age and that as well. So yeah, you've got one side hatch there, and there's a Hobbit stove, all nicely tiled. Yeah, under here is your water pump down there. There's a battery for the bow thruster with a couple of spare fuses. There is a large stainless steel water tank as well, so that's always a plus point, rather than having manky old integral tanks that give you brown water, which you don't want, of course. So as you walk into the kitchen, that's 10 foot as well. You've got a microwave down there. You've got a full-sized Belling oven and hob there. I've got one of those on my boat, so like the width of them's wider than your normal sort of boat stoves as well. You've got a 5-burner hob on here. I've got one of those on my boat as well, because my wife loves cooking. She's a professional chef, so yeah, that's great. So you've got a sink there, nice big sink. You've got plenty of storage, like you'd expect in a kitchen. The fridge is it's not got an ice box because there's a separate freezer at the back. But yeah, there's a fridge in here as well. So there's a bit of more storage there. Not very well made, but hey, it works. Sorry, let me go back. Yeah, there's a bit of storage here as well. Yeah. So as you can see, with those two roof lights, there's so much light in it. It's lovely, lovely for me videoing it as well. So as we walk through, we have a toilet in here. So you've got a Thetford cassette in there. Yeah, bit of a, I think that's a heater at the top there. So yeah, there's two toilets on this boat, which is a bit different, because you don't usually get two toilets on a boat unless it's a really big one that's an ex-hire boat, which I don't think this is. I think it's just the history of the boat for whatever reason. So you've got a 6'5" bedroom, standard size double bed with storage above, a window in there which gives a lot of light, and a TV. There is storage under the bed, so there's two spare cassettes for the toilet, so you got a lot of room underneath there as well. Yeah. And then as we come through, we go into the bathroom. So you've got a vanity sink with a mirror, and you've got a lovely full-sized shower as well. You can see there, which is nice. So what was here was a pump out toilet. We've removed it because the toilet tank in the utility room was rotten, so we took that out. We took the whole system out. So the toilet we put in there, we put a porta potty in there, which is brand new. You know, that's just the way it was with us, how we did things. So to me, this is the room that needs the work. So as we come in, but I think it's a great room, honestly. Like for someone who lives and works on the boats, like as I do, having this area would be fantastic for me, because we do YouTube channels, etc. And we're selling boats, buying boats, running Linkside kitchen, everything. I'll do a lot of work on the computer. So for me, this is great. So you've got a washing machine here, a Candy washing machine, which, because you've got the travel power of 3.5 kilowatts, you can live off grid and work and run that. As long as the engine's running, you can do full cycles of washing in that with no problem whatsoever. And there's a separate freezer down there. So you got a bit more room here as well. So, you know, you can do what you want with this room, basically. But, you know, I could turn this into a really good room, honestly. It's like here, you could put a worktop across there, and you can have an office there. You could put chairs, you know, you could put a chair there, you know, you can work on your computer, etc. You've got a bit of storage on here as well. I mean, I've just put all the, you know, you've got 2 piling hooks, 2 windlasses, hammer, gas hammer, 2 mooring pegs as well. This is where the hot water comes from. Now, this is new, I can tell. and it's been professionally fitted as well, I can just tell. So yeah, that all works lovely. So any hot water, as long as that's on, that runs off gas, you just got hot water throughout the boat. So that's great. So yeah, I mean, really, if there's any work to do, it's in this room. But I don't think it'd take a great amount of work, to tell you the truth. Someone, I think's had a little bit of a wardrobe up there, so you could actually put a wardrobe there. And you know, you can do whatever you want with this side. And yeah, of course, you can turn this into a nice little worktop there. You've got plug sockets, get your computer, if you're a vlogger or whatever, or a digital nomad as they're called these days, I suppose. Yeah, so there's your MPPT for the solar. There's your travel power, and as you can see, it says 3.5 kilowatts. And they're great bits of kit. So you've also got an 1800 watt Stirling inverter, and all your usual bits and pieces. So you got your DC circuit board, and your engine management panel, and your 240 volt breakers. So I'm going to show you under here, because you've even got a fin rad at the back there, so if you plumbed in the central heating, or you put a new central heating boiler in, it heats, there's fin rads all round the boat. There's an access hatch to the bilge, which is always nice to have. You can see it's dry as a bone, so that's brilliant. Underneath there, so behind where the electrics are, that's where they used to have the calorifier as well. So all the pipe works in there from the engine and the central heating system within the boat. It wouldn't be hard. There's even an outlet for the PRV valve as well. So it'll all be pretty easy to put a new calorifier in there as well, if that's the way you want it to go. So as we go out through the back, as you can see, we've got brand new lovely decking boards, and inside these lockers are nice and clean as well. So yeah, there's your gas bottles in the back there in this locker, all nice and clean and tidy. And we have another locker here. There you go, I'll just show you in there. I put the other spare cassette in there, but you don't really need it in there. I can leave it under the bed. That's nice and clean, tidy. You got a 240 volt hookup. That's hooked in there now because that's the way it is. That's the way it's wired up. But if you were on a shoreline, then you can obviously hook up in there, and you don't need that in there. So yeah, that'll be fine. So let's have a look at the engine. Hold on, let me shut this door. So as you can see, you've got a Beta Marine 43 in there, a nice clean engine bay. She runs sweet as a nut. We've tested it out, everything's working on it. So, you know, not much else to say about that really. Yeah, I mean, great engines, Beta Marines. Well, anybody who knows like Beta Marines are Beta Marine, Isuzu, Shire Barris. You know, you got one of them in there, you can't go wrong really. You've got great access as well all around there if you ever needed to do much work to it. We put a new fan belt on there because one of them was a bit loose and a bit worn. So yeah, this is a great area, you know, if you've got kids, dogs, whatever. One of these fancy tiller handles. So there you go. Yeah, she's a great boat. I mean, she ticks all the boxes really. You know, the bow thruster, she's been blacked, she's been surveyed, got a new bow safety certificate, top sides are great. She's got travel power, a Beta Marine engine, 57 foot, semi-trad, ticks all those boxes. The inside's a bit tired, so that's why we're asking only 46,950 or nearest offer. So, you know, if you're interested, just give us a shout. I'll leave the number and our email in the description below. And again, thank you for supporting the channel. We couldn't believe it. We've had like 500 new subscribers in the last few weeks, which is amazing. So we really appreciate that. But if you could, if you're interested in boats, because we have them in all the time, please ring that bell, subscribe, and like, and also leave your comments as well, because we love your feedback. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.